Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney Ryan, and today I want to talk about something that often goes unnoticed but makes a huge difference in how women respond to men. Women treat you differently based on how you show up. It's not just about your looks, your job, your status. Contrary to popular belief, you could check all of the boxes on paper, but if the way you carry yourself is off, women are going to feel that. At the same time, there are men who don't necessarily stand out at first glance, but the way that they move, speak, show up, interact with other people, all of that shifts everything. So in this video, I'm going to break down the things men do that totally change the way that women treat them, whether that's with more respect, more attraction and admiration, or just more interest. These are the things that make you stand out in a really good way from a woman's perspective. Number one, when he's passionate about his own life. This is one of the most underrated qualities, but it completely changes how a woman sees you. When you have purpose, goals that you're working towards, hobbies that energize you, things that you are genuinely excited about in your life, you are going to give off magnetic energy. It tells us that your life doesn't just revolve around getting a woman's attention, and that is incredibly attractive. Women naturally want to be a part of a life that already feels full, not one that's just waiting to be filled. We treat men with passion differently because they inspire us, they challenge us, and they remind us not to lose ourselves in the process either. And it's not about having everything figured out or someone just joining you at the finish line. I think that's often a common misconception, but it's about having goals, working towards them, and just living with intention. When a man is actively building something meaningful, it shows. That energy is magnetic. It signals that he values his life, his time, and his purpose, and that makes us want to be a part of it, not out of necessity, but out of a genuine admiration and desire to grow alongside him. Number two, when he leads, she relaxes. Leadership doesn't mean being bossy or controlling. I think it just means taking initiative, whether it's planning a date, making a decision, or simply saying, I've got this. It instantly puts a woman at ease. It allows her to stop overthinking and start just being. She feels more feminine, more comfortable around you, and more able to trust you. And giving you a little insight from a woman's perspective here, when a woman can relax around you, she will become warmer, more affectionate, more open, because she doesn't feel like she has to be in control. This doesn't mean you have to make every single decision or carry all of the weight on your shoulders, but being decisive can also just help you. It cuts down on decision fatigue and keeps you from falling into the trap of paralysis by analysis, which is often just overthinking in disguise. The more you practice taking that initiative, the easier it's going to become in other parts of your life too. You'll start to trust yourself more, and that confidence is going to naturally translate into the way that others respond to you, especially women. Number three, when he's intentional. Intentionality stands out because a lot of men are passive or inconsistent. When you take the time to actually get to know this girl, follow through on what you say, and give thoughtful compliments, just a few examples here, it doesn't go unnoticed. Women can tell when a man is trying to build something real versus when he's just looking for instant validation or gratification. And when a woman feels your effort is genuine, she's going to respond differently. She feels safe, she opens up, and she gives more because she trusts that what you're doing isn't just an act. Intentional men are clear about what they want, not just in a relationship, but in life in general. That kind of clarity is attractive because it creates emotional security. It shows maturity, self-awareness, and direction, qualities that make a woman feel like she is stepping into something stable, not something temporary or chaotic or uncertain. You don't need to have all of the answers, but being intentional shows that you're not just floating through life with no direction, and you're choosing her on purpose, not just out of convenience. And by the way, if you're a guy who's working on being more intentional, that includes how you take care of yourself. And one of the easiest places to start is with your skin. A quality skincare routine has never been easier with the help of today's sponsor, Tiege Hanley. And yes, this will help women treat you differently too, in a good way. Tiege Hanley takes the guesswork out of skincare with straightforward systems designed to fit effortlessly into your daily routine, just like everything else you do with purpose and intention. It's simple, effective, and only takes a few minutes in the morning and before bed so you can stay focused on what actually matters in your life. Tiege Hanley's performance-driven formulas are made specifically for men and their unique skincare needs. Whether you're stepping into a new role at work or showing up for a first date, your skin should make just as strong an impression as everything else about you. If you're not sure where to start, go with their level 1 system. It comes with all of the essentials: a daily face wash, a gentle exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer to keep your skin hydrated overnight. And to make it even easier, every box comes with a quick start card that shows you exactly what to use, how much to use, and when to use it. No overthinking, no extra steps. Tiege Hanley also backs everything with their handsome guarantee. Love it or get your money back, no questions asked. You take care of your body through your workouts, your nutrition. Don't leave your face out of the equation. Skincare might be the last thing on your list, but let's be honest, it's the first thing that people see. Because Tiege is sponsoring today's video, they've got a great deal for you. Save up to 40% on your first box and get a free gift valued at $20. And if you become a member, you'll get 20% off for life. So click the first link in the description to get started with Tiege Hanley today and give your skin the attention it deserves. Number 4, when he has standards, she respects him. There's a big difference between being kind and being a pushover. When a man has boundaries and doesn't tolerate disrespect, flakiness, or low effort, it sends a clear message that he knows his worth. Women treat these men with more respect because we know we can't just coast. We have to show up too. And if we don't, you will walk away. That quiet confidence and willingness to lose someone before losing your self-respect, that is so incredibly powerful, and it earns attention pretty quickly. It also creates a completely different dynamic, one that's built on mutual effort instead of that one-sided, desperate chasing. Standards don't make you rigid, they make you trustworthy, because when you respect yourself, you become someone that other people can respect too. Women aren't drawn to men who tolerate anything just to keep the peace. They're drawn to men who stand for something, who have a backbone, who have their own opinion. And when you show that you're not afraid to hold the line, it's going to set the tone for a healthier, more balanced connection where both people are going to bring their best. This is also just going to attract much better women than if you were to be a pushover with no boundaries at all. Number 5, when he's grounded, she feels safe. The world, as we know, can be pretty chaotic. Life gets messy. But when a man can stay calm under pressure, it creates stability. You're not easily rattled. You respond instead of react. You're not trying to control everything, but you are in control of yourself. And you know that. That's the kind of energy that makes a woman feel so safe around you. It earns trust. You don't feed into petty little drama or get thrown off course by every mood swing or challenge. And that doesn't go unnoticed. It tells a woman that she can rely on you, not necessarily to solve all of her problems, but to be steady when things feel uncertain. This attracts healthy, mature women. It also signals emotional maturity in you. You're not reacting from insecurity or ego. You know who you are. And in a world full of distractions and unpredictability, that kind of emotional presence is so rare. It's what turns attraction into trust and trust into something meaningful. Number 6, when he's genuinely interested in who she is. Flirting is easy. Real attentiveness is rare. When a man actually listens, remembers what she says, and shows interest beyond just surface level compliments or small talk, it stands out because most guys aren't doing this. Most men are way too focused on saying the right thing or just trying to impress her. But when your goal is to genuinely get to know her, not to impress, not to perform, just to connect, it changes the dynamic completely. That kind of presence makes the interaction feel personal, not generic. And when a woman feels like you're actually paying attention, she's going to relax around you. She'll engage more, it will build trust and make her want to keep the conversation going, not because you're being flashy, but because you're being real with her. And attentiveness doesn't mean over-investing or doing too much. It just means being dialed in. In a world where most conversations stay on autopilot, that level of effort is really rare and it makes you memorable. Number 7, when he walks away from half effort. If a woman is giving you mixed signals, being flaky, or clearly not making an effort, and you walk away instead of chasing her, you instantly are going to gain her respect. It shows that you're not desperate for attention and you're not afraid to lose someone who's not all in. This is kind of similar to a point that I mentioned earlier in the video. That confidence is going to shift the dynamic. She either realizes that she needs to step it up or she's out of your life, which makes space for someone better. Either way, your time and energy are protected, and that is attractive. You're not playing games or trying to win her over. You're just holding a standard, and that alone separates you from most guys who stick around hoping that things will just change one day. Walking away when you're not being met with the same effort doesn't make you cold or harsh. It makes you clear on what you want, and that's attractive. It communicates to women that you value yourself enough not to entertain confusion and that you're only interested in someone who makes your life better, not more complicated. Women are going to notice that, even if they don't necessarily say it out loud. Because at the end of the day, respect always follows a man who respects himself first. Number 8, when he's respectful, no matter who's watching. It's real easy to be nice when you're trying to impress someone, but how do you act when there's nothing to gain? A man who's respectful to strangers, kind to service staff, and calm in awkward situations shows character, and character is everything. That's the kind of guy women see as the boyfriend or husband material. We treat those men with trust and admiration because we know that respect isn't just a performance for him, It's who you are. It is in the small, unnoticed moments that your real values come through. How you handle being inconvenienced, how you treat people who can't do anything for you, how you carry yourself when no one is watching. That consistency is what builds long-term attraction because it tells us we won't have to worry about which version of you that we're going to get on any given day. Any guy can crank up the charm during a date, but character, the way you show up when there's no spotlight, that is what sets you apart. And it's exactly what makes a woman feel proud to stand beside you. The way that you show up as a man, your energy, your mindset, your standards, set the tone for how women respond to you. It's not about having the perfect line or the perfect life. It's about having direction. Great women don't just respond to surface level traits. They respond to presence, to leadership, to self-respect, to a man who knows who he is and doesn't need to prove it. How you carry yourself changes absolutely everything. And when you raise the bar for how you live, the way women treat you will rise with it. So let me know down in the comments which of these hit home for you. I would love to hear your experiences if you're open to sharing with me. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. If you like this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.